Okay, so here we are. It is now 2026. Today is January 1st, and you know what? I'm going to try to post a little something every single day, and I figured the best way to start out 2026 is to talk about Step Out 2026. So if you ever see me looking right here, it's because my phone is propped up against my laptop and I have it open. So, I'm actually just going to click play. Now, I have already seen this, but we're going to go through this here. So, the first thing, obviously, after the recap of 2025, we have our first little thing of 2026, which is new album and new tour. So I'm going to touch on a little bit about what I think for, the main part is going to be new tour, obviously, because I think we all know what new album means. Now, so I believe previously they said two new albums, which would have been Do It and Karma. So new album, there's not like new albums, so I believe it's only gonna be one album. And then also that kind of coincides, I think, with new tour. So obviously, uh, a lot of discourse has been about what new tour means. Does it mean that it's going to be a world tour? Does it mean that it's going to be just like an Asia tour, like a Japan tour? Now, for me personally, I think that it is just going to be like an Asia tour or just a Japan tour, kind of like Five Star. I think it's gonna be. I think it's more likely to be that than a fourth world tour, just because I think they would have said fourth world tour. And also, it is so soon after Dominate. Normally, I feel like there's like a 2 to 3 year just like time period between world tours, but I know not a lot of people want to talk about it. But obviously, some people are going to be going into the military soon, so I don't know if they want to sneak in one last like world tour when all 8 of the boys are going to be together. I don't know if that's what they're going to do. Another possibility that I saw is that it's going to start off in 2026 as like an Asia Japan tour, and then 2027 it's going to turn into a world tour. Now, I guess of all of the possible ways that this new tour is a fourth world tour, it would have to be that. But I just don't think that we're going to be getting that anytime soon, really. At least not. I don't think we're going to get a fourth world tour until like 2 to 3 years from now. Um, yeah, so I think that this new tour is just going to be like the Five Star one, which was just like the Asian countries, and then like, or honestly, it could just be a Japan tour. I don't know. But I don't think that this new tour is going to be a world tour. And so then after new album and new tour, there was Kids Rooms Returns, which I'm definitely looking forward to it. I mean, like Two Kids Room was some of the best stuff, and I absolutely love Two Kids Room. I remember just Kids Room is gonna be super funny. I can't wait for that. I'm curious if it's gonna be like how different it's gonna be from when they did it previously. Uh, like how like previous Two Kids Room and then this last year's Two Kids Room was a little bit different, but still like showed you like a little bit behind the scenes of stuff. So I'm curious how different this is going to be from previous time. So the third thing is the sixth fan meeting. Now, I I'm not gonna say I've never been a fan of fan meetings because that's just not true, but I don't know, kind of like trying to think of like what my thoughts are on this because like when I first saw it, when I first watched this video, it wasn't like an initial like oh my gosh like the other ones were, but I mean like I'm just curious, I guess, what they're going to be doing during the fan meeting. Because for me, with the fan meetings, like the performances are always super cool. I'm just normally not really a big fan of just watching like the games and stuff. I think some of the games that they do are like really like cute and really funny, but really for me, I absolutely love the performances because you always get like really fun and cool performances on the fan meeting shows, and then the games are kind of, they're definitely not cringy at all. I'm just not like from like for me viewing it. I'm generally not always the biggest fan. I mean, I'm still gonna like, if it's on Beyond Live or it's on something, I'm still gonna watch it. And if I have the ability to go to it in person, I would definitely 100% go to it in person. It's just of the things that I remember from when I first watched The Step Out, it was I didn't get like a giant like reaction from seeing it, but it is definitely going to be super cool, and the concepts are always really cool. It's just not always my cup of tea, I guess. So next, after that, we had, oh, my computer is not pausing for me. So what next? The next thing was some Skizu everywhere, all around the world. Now, I kind of like no idea what that even means. I'm trying to think of like what they can even do with Skizu that is more global than it already is. And this is kind of also another one of the things, kind of not necessarily like my feelings about the fan meetings. Like Skizus are always really cool, but like literally the only Skizu thing I have is this Bokari right here. Like, and I got this from the Karma album. Like, I absolutely like love Skizu. I think they're really cute. I just know for me personally, with the money that I like put aside basically to spend on K-pop, it generally, unfortunately, does not have to do a lot with Skizu. But I can already imagine that it's gonna be super cute and super amazing, and it's probably gonna make me want to buy it. I don't know. I'm just really interested what Skizu everywhere, all around the world, is about. Now, I'm not gonna lie. This next thing is probably the thing that got me the most excited. It's Skiz Replay 2026. I absolutely love the first Skiz Replay. I mean, like, there's so many amazing songs. Actually, some of my favorite Stray Kids songs of all time are actually on there, with Deep End by Felix. Like that. I mean, obviously, I'm super biased. I'm a really big, like, Felix has been my old bias since, like, when I first saw him in 2017 during the Survival show. Um, but yeah, like, seeing all of, like, the members' solo songs and, like, little, like, duets and, like, trios and stuff like that, little units, is always gonna be super cool. I really hope that the song that Hyunjin and Felix did a little bit in the Maniac DVD. Oh my god, I'm breaking everything. Well, geez, this is super, like, dusty because it's been there. But during, like, the little segment after Muddy Water, when they talk, Hyunjin and Felix do a really, like, incredible, like, little song, and I hope that that is in here, because I really need the full version of that. And, like, dang, there was just so much just peak in the first Skiz Replay. So this Skiz Replay 2026 is going to be absolutely incredible. Everyone's going to have complete bangers. I know I don't really have many predictions on what is going to be in Skiz Replay. I just know that it's going to be absolutely incredible. So then, I think this is one of the last things, but the Dominate experience. So, if the Dominate experience is not the movie that's going to be in cinemas in February, then I'm not entirely sure what it's going to be. Like, maybe it's going to be like a little pop-up thing in Korea, probably, that kind of just like showcases the entire Dominate tour from start to finish, which I think that would be really cool. But I do think that this is probably what the movie is called, even though I don't remember seeing that when I was looking at the movie earlier. But so that's going to be definitely very interesting. And then obviously we have the last one, which is music festivals. Now this is probably going to be like the Coachellas and wow, my brain just completely short-circuited on thinking of the other ones. But obviously whatever those other ones are. I mean, definitely like, I mean, we know that during their performances, Stray Kids always like are always insane, but just thinking back to the Hyde Park one where Felix was basically half naked the entire time, like we're probably gonna be getting some stuff like that, you know. But that might just be wishful thinking on my part. The music festivals I think are going to be absolutely incredible. I think since they're going to be doing music festivals, that kind of gives me even more of a thought that it's not going to be a world tour. Because if it's a world tour, then are they really going to have time to do a world tour and music festivals at the same time? As opposed to having like a smaller and shorter Asia or just Japan tour and then doing music festivals on top of that. You know, overall, Step Out 2026, it didn't super surprise me, but it was also like, I don't know the word, Jesus, look at that, brain stopped working. Overall, I cannot wait for 2026, and you know what, been here since 2017, gonna be here forever, so, oh, also, I'm curious what you guys thought about new tour and stuff like that, so, you know, if you're in the comments, let me know what happens. Also, I have the exact same name on all socials, so if you ever see a bearded stay out there, it's probably me. Unless we're talking to like crazy people, then it's not me. Love you guys. Can't wait to see you in 2026.